Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and today we got a little bit different and kind of a special video. So we got the complete spoiler slash set list today for From the Vault Transform. So I figured we'd do a quick video, go over the reprints that are coming in From the Vault Transform. So if you want to get these cards for yourself, the set releases November 24th. You should be able to pick it up at your local game store. MSRP is like $35, I believe, but it's really up to your local game store what they sell it for. Sometimes it's a little more than that, and the set actually ended up having a decent amount of value in it, kind of a surprising amount of value. When I heard From the Vault Transform, I was like, can you really have an entire set of Transform cards and make it worth it? But Wizards found 15 pretty good ones. So let's jump into it and talk about the cards. And we're going to start off with cards that got new art. So we got 3 cards in From the Vault Transform. They have completely new art. Delvar of Secrets, probably one of the most hyped cards from the set, just because it's legacy, staple, modern, playable, kind of an iconic card, even though it's a common in the real world. But it comes with super spicy new art. Also, Huntmaster of the Fells, the classic werewolf flip card, coming with really awesome new art. The wolf looks awesome, the Huntmaster looks awesome. All around, not a bad reprint. It doesn't see that much play in Modern right now, but it does see a bit of play sometimes in Jund lists and other mid-rangey type decks, so semi-playable in Modern. The other new art reprint, and this one is new. We had kind of seen some of the Delver art and Huntmaster art before. Garruk Relentless slash Garruk the Veil Cursed, and you'll notice as we go through this spoiler, Planeswalkers is kind of the sub-theme of From the Vault Transform. While every card is a Transform card, almost half the cards in the set are Planeswalkers in one way or another. So, Garruk Relentless, super awesome. I really like the new art. It doesn't look all that Garruk-y to me. Like, Garruk's face looks a little bit different than usual, but it's a really cool card. It's a card that I think is pretty underrated if we're seeing play in Modern. It's very powerful. People kind of forget about it, but a great addition with super interesting new art for From the Vault Transform. We also got all the Flipwalkers. So there's a bit of worry that we wouldn't get Jace Vryn's Prodigy when we saw the packaging and Jace wasn't right out front. But don't worry, Jace was there hiding behind some other cards. So every Flipwalker, I'm a little disappointed because all the Flipwalkers have the same old art. So yes, they have the kind of special foiling process, but you're not getting new Nissa Vastwood Seer, new Liliana Heretical Healer, same art that we had in Magic Origins, although it's a pretty sweet set of cards. Some of them see play, some of them don't see play, but they're all worth a few bucks and relatively powerful. We also got the Meld Combo of Gisela Broken Blade, Bruna Fading Light, and Brusella Voice of Nightmares, and this is another one. Would have been sweet to have new art. Maybe even if you didn't do new art on the front, a new art Brusella Voice of Nightmares would be sweet. But very much casual staples, build commander decks around them, play them in commander decks. Brusella, really powerful if you can meld into it. And formats like Commander or Kitchen Table Magic is definitely a place where you can make that happen. So a fine addition for the more casual slash commander crowd to From the Vault Transform. Arlinn Kord, a little bit disappointing. Never really made it in Standard, but it is a flip card. It's another Planeswalker, so it's in keeping with the theme. Archangel Eveson is one of the more spiky cards, I think, on the list. It is a good commander card. Could possibly show up here and there in Modern. We've seen very fringe play, so definitely a worthy addition to From the Vault Transform, especially considering how few flip cards there are in Magic. Like, that's the challenge, I think, of making From the Vault Transform, is unlike From the Vault Annihilation, or even From the Vault Angels, where you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards to choose from, Transform cards are a pretty small subset. So I feel like Wizards did a pretty good job getting all the best Transform cards possible into the set. Otherwise, kind of rounding out the set, Elbrus, the Binding Blade, flips around into Whittaker Unbound. Definitely a commander type card. Remember, it is a black card as far as commander is concerned. It's a card that I constantly try to put in commander decks, only to find out it's not actually legal because it's against the color identity. Bloodline Keeper is nice and on theme with our cards we're getting in Standard and Ixalan. Kind of a Vampire Lord, flipping around into a super powerful Vampire Lord, +2/+2, and making essentially 4/4 vampires because it's bumping them. A reason for kind of casual / standard players to maybe pick up from the Vault Transform to get the sweet Bloodline Keeper to play with your vampires from Standard. And then rounding it out, we have Argul's Bloodfast, flipping around into Temple of Akazol. Not really sure on this one. Argul's Bloodfast is probably like the 4th most played flip card from Ixalan, so I'm not sure. Maybe Wizards thought this was going to be like the breakout flip card from Ixalan, but Search for Azcanta, definitely kind of ahead of it. Treasure Map even is kind of ahead of it, so a little bit of a weird choice for the Standard card in the set, but still definitely going to see play in Commander and other casual formats, so can't really complain. So all around, that is from the Vault Transform, and if you look at the value, it's right around $100, and that's going by original printings. And if you consider how past From the Vault prices have worked, the original printings is kind of a relatively good benchmark. So prices will probably come down a little bit for some of these cards. There isn't really one huge chase card. The most expensive is Jace Vryn's Prodigy, a little bit over $20. So there's no Jace the Mind Sculptor or any crazy $100 card in this set. But there's a really solid number of $5, $10 cards, and altogether it brings the total price to around $100. The one big question mark is Delvar of Secrets. So normally, if you want to guess the prices of From the Vault cards, you can just look at the original non-foil printing, but the one exception to that is commons and uncommons, especially ones like Delvar, which are legacy playable. So if legacy players really want Delvar of Secrets and really like the art for their legacy decks to foil them out or whatever, then we could see Delvar be more like its foil price, or like somewhere between non-foil and foil price, rather than just being a bulk common essentially. So overall, given the limitations of Transform cards and how few there are in Magic, I feel like Wizards did a pretty good job putting together the set. So decent amount of value. As far as Transform cards go, we basically have all the All-Stars. We can argue about Argul's Bloodfast. I wish that was like a Treasure Map or a Search for Azcanta, but it's kind of a guessing game when you're trying to pick which Standard card is going to be the most popular, so can't really complain about that one either. So all around, lots of Planeswalkers, all the best flip cards in the history of Magic. So if you're a fan of Transform cards or just want some sweet new foils, keep in mind, From the Vault Transform coming out November 24th with some super sweet new cards, tons of Planeswalkers. Anyway, what do you think? How do you feel about From the Vault Transform? Should there be more new art? Is 3 new art pieces enough? Should there have been more? Is there anything that was missed that you wished was in the set? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Are you going to pick it up? How much would you pay? Because usually these sell for above MSRP. What's your price tag? If you know that the original printings of these cards, about $100 for all of them, how much are you willing to pay to get your copy of From the Vault Transform? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.